Welcome back to 13 News Weekend. Naoma has joined us, and our topic is spam, junk mail, things we can relate to.
We've already just been talking amongst ourselves. I mean, you all can relate, I know well, but Naoma always educates us, so spam.
Yes, or just even email in general, just keeping it all under control.
Ugh.
So one part of my life that I have anxiety over because I feel like I can never get caught up. So
Yeah.
I don't know, how many emails a day do you get?
Oh, 100.
Exactly.
And nothing like our bosses who have 500.
Well, because you end up on various various lists, and I mean, a bunch of stuff like I know I don't need that I get,
Yes.
you know, and vice versa. So what do we do? Naoma, help us.
So I say the first tip is just to, before you open an email, or just check the name. Make sure you recognize the name, check the subject line. Try not to post your email in actual public forums. So if you happen to have to, just spell out your name @ATDOT instead of writing it out, because spammers can pick up your email through that way.
Huh.
Another thing is, when you start getting spam and after you've unsubscribed and they keep sending to you, you can always email it to spam@uce.gov, and that's a spam filter. And then you can, it's actually illegal to keep sending spam like that. So they'll monitor if they get a lot of emails saying that this person is a spammer, then they'll get in trouble.
I never knew of that resource.
No, I didn't either. I'm going to save that. We need to talk when you're finished.
And my biggest pet peeve is when I unsubscribe from an email newsletter and then I get an email confirming I just unsubscribed.
Yes.
So there are some rules, and there's an act called the Can Spam Act. So email marketing does work for a lot of businesses, but I'm not a big fan of it. But you do have to be aware of the rules when you're sending bulk email and all that. So the first thing is to make sure you use permission-based. So just because you have someone's email doesn't mean you have permission to add them to your newsletter.
Did you have that on your business card?
Yes, I even added it to my card because I was getting added to everyone's newsletters all the time and just couldn't get it under control. So I don't want your newsletter unless I sign up for it. That's one good way to do it. So if you're going to do marketing, make sure you have permission from the people to send it to them first. Another thing is you have to also make it very easy for them to find a way to unsubscribe from your email list.
So you really don't be part of the problem.
Right. And then you also have to make sure you have an actual address within the email newsletter. And don't try and trick people with one actual heading and then actually ask them to buy something in the email newsletter. So make sure that you're also not doing it a lot, very frequently as well.
Can we always kind of circle around to this, that, you know, it's kind of the Wild West on the internet, but there is an etiquette. And I mean, and that's in your best interest, right? If someone's trying to use that, you don't want to alienate people.
And I'm not a big fan of email newsletters. It's just one more thing that I have to keep under control. And also with social media that you have, signing up for all these sites that you have to sign up for newsletters, have a separate email address for when you're signing up for social media sites and newsletters, and then have your main email that you use. So that way you know that this one is just going to be used for signing up, or if you're at an event and you have to hand it out.
You have to have, well, I call it a dummy email account.
Yes.
That you just use for that kind of
random
thing.
stuff.
Yes.
Very good. All right, we're out of time, Naoma. Great information. Thanks for being here today, and we'll be back.